On a dusky summer evening, Loch Ness glistened under the waning sun. A lone fisherman, hands clenched on the oars, peered anxiously into the deep. A low rumbling sound reverberated, causing him to shudder. He strained his eyes through the mist, freezing as a gigantic shape emerged beneath his boat. Its massive form writhing in the dark waters. Amidst the turmoil, a colossal head surfaced, its unearthly eyes locking onto the fisherman, paralyzing him with fear. With a deafening roar, the creature surged, thrashing waves against the fragile vessel. Struggling to stay steady, the fisherman's racing heart mirrored the primal hunger emanating from the approaching beast. Struggling desperately, he rowed as icy water lapped his quivering hands. The monster's roars echoed in his ears. As the colossal creature lunged, the fisherman's boat lurched forward, aided by the surge of adrenaline. Casting a final glance, he saw the tail disappear into the murky depths, leaving behind a turbulent wake. Gasping for breath, his wide eyes betrayed the realization that the legend of the Loch Ness Monster was more than just mere folklore. Loch Ness, situated in the Scottish Highlands, boasts the largest volume of fresh water in Great Britain, stretching approximately 23 miles and plunging to depths of 800 feet. That's a big fucking lake. This extensive body of water took shape over millions of years, primarily shaped by glacial movements during the last ice age. Approximately 10,000 years ago, the area was veiled by extensive glaciers that sculpted the terrain, including the Great Glen, the present location of Loch Ness. The ice's movement created a U-shaped valley, leaving behind a lengthy, narrow body of water, or glacial trough, as the glaciers eventually thawed. I recently took a trip to Scotland, and the place at the top of my bucket list was Loch Ness. I got a t-shirt too, as you can tell. I took a cruise on Loch Ness and searched for Nessie using my camera, binocular, and the boat's sonar. I'll include some of my personal videos and pictures in this video. Nestled within the mystical Scottish Highlands, the Loch Ness Monster's legend has endured, intertwined with oral tradition and local folklore. From ancient ballads to modern accounts, the elusive creature has captured the imaginations of both believers and skeptics, leaving a permanent mark on those drawn to its cryptic allure. This is more than a retelling of the Loch Ness Monster's tale. It's an immersive odyssey meticulously designed to unveil the depths of this age-old mystery. We'll unravel the Loch Ness Monster's lore, its numerous sightings, and both skeptical and credible explanations, offering a comprehensive narrative of this legendary enigma. We'll be guided through a mosaic of historical insights, scientific explanation, and first-hand witnesses, each piece adding depth to the intricate puzzle that is the legend of Loch Ness. This is an invitation to delve into the shared fascination with the unknown, With every revelation, we're prompted to question our assumptions, to challenge the boundaries of belief, and to peer through the murky depths of the loch. It's not just about finding a legendary creature. It's about unearthing the deeper truths that have been shrouded by centuries of myth and mystery. Are you ready to know the truth about the Loch Ness Monster? Let me take you back through the annals of time. For centuries, the Highlands have whispered tales of a mysterious creature dwelling within the dark embrace of Loch Ness. The local clans spoke of a guardian spirit, a being that straddled the realms of the tangible and the mystical. It wasn't merely a legend, it was a reflection of primal fears and aspirations, a testament to the enduring fascination with the unknown and the untamed. Legends whispered of a creature that defied boundaries between reality and the arcane realms, a guardian of the waters, revered and feared in equal measure. The legend of the Loch Ness Monster has undergone a fascinating evolution, intertwining itself intricately with Scottish heritage over the years. Initially rooted in ancient folklore and local legends, the tale of a mysterious creature lurking within the depths of Loch Ness captured the imaginations of generations, blending seamlessly with the rich tapestry of Scottish history and culture. I wonder if it wore a kilt. The earliest accounts of the mysterious creature in Loch Ness can be traced back to ancient Celtic folklore. The Celts, who inhabited Scotland over 1,500 years ago, told stories of water spirits and kelpies that dwelled in lakes and rivers, often taking the form of horses. These tales were a part of a broader tradition of legends surrounding water spirits and guardians. These tales served not only as cautionary fables, but also as a testament to the people's reverence for the natural world and the mysteries it concealed. In the medieval period, stories of water creatures and monsters in Scottish lochs persisted. These tales were sometimes used to explain mysterious disappearances or accidents around bodies of water. Loch Ness, in particular, was believed to be inhabited by a water spirit or monster. As time progressed, the myth of the Loch Ness Monster evolved beyond its initial folkloric roots, adapting to the changing cultural currents of Scotland. With the advent of modern media and increased public interest, the creature's mysterious presence transcended local folklore, captivating the global imagination and sparking an enduring fascination with the unknown. It became not just a local legend, but a symbol of Scotland's enduring mystique, drawing countless enthusiasts and tourists to the shores of Loch Ness, eager to catch a glimpse of the elusive monster. Moreover, the Loch Ness Monster's enduring presence has spurred scientific interest and inquiry, prompting numerous investigations and studies aimed at solving the mystery. While scientific scrutiny has yet to conclusively prove or disprove the creature's existence, the ongoing pursuit has only served to deepen the legend's cultural significance and enigmatic appeal. In summary, the Loch Ness Monster's historical roots can be traced back to ancient folklore and tales of water spirits in Scottish culture. Its cultural significance lies in its role as a symbol of Scotland's natural beauty, an attraction for tourism, and a source of fascination and intrigue for people around the world. The legend of Nessie remains an enduring part of Scotland's cultural heritage, capturing the imagination and curiosity of both locals and visitors. Nessie, the beloved Loch Ness Monster, has garnered diverse physical descriptions in various sightings, photos, and eyewitness reports. Despite variations, several consistent characteristics are commonly linked to this legendary being. One of the most iconic features associated with Nessie is its long serpentine neck, often described as elongated and flexible. Witnesses have reported seeing a neck protruding from the water, sometimes described as arched or coiled. Witnesses often depict the sighting of multiple undulating waves or humps gliding up and down in serpentine motion across Loch Ness. These movements are described as sizable, distinct shapes, hinting at the presence of a substantial and elongated entity beneath the water. Nessie has a sizable body, with eyewitnesses describing it as having substantial girth. It's got a beer gut and a length ranging from 20 to 40 feet, or even larger. Reports and depictions of Nessie's skin describe it as dark and smooth, accentuating its mysterious allure against the Loch Ness waters. The cryptic coloration camouflages the creature, contributing to its elusive and ambiguous persona as it emerges briefly from the loch's depths. Nessie's flipper-like appendages, mentioned in many sightings, have intensified fascination with its physical traits. These appendages, occasionally portrayed as sizable and paddle-shaped, assist the creature in navigating Loch Ness's waters. Numerous eyewitnesses have mentioned that the flippers are positioned on the sides or the underside of the creature's body. These appendages facilitate agile movement through the water, reinforcing the perception of a sizable aquatic being, adept at navigating its watery environment. Well, they sure as hell ain't for playing the piano. Sightings often depict Nessie's elongated head, shaping the creature's iconic image and popular representation. These descriptions highlight the head's elongated form, drawing comparisons to prehistoric marine reptiles like the plesiosaur. Eyewitness accounts detail Nessie's discernible cranial structure, including eyes, nostrils, and skull ridges, implying a notable and well-defined head. Some reports emphasize the creature's capacity to emerge, revealing its distinctive features to onlookers. Nessie's noted behavior of surfacing briefly in Loch Ness, creating ripples or disturbances before swiftly disappearing, is a common sighted and captivating characteristic of the Loch Ness Monster. It peeks out at you. Peek! Witnesses often recount moments when Nessie has surfaced partially, revealing its head, neck, and body above the waterline. These instances are marked by the creature's sudden appearance and rapid disappearance, leaving behind a trail of ripples. This elusive behavior enables Nessie to maneuver the loch discreetly, avoiding closer scrutiny and defying definitive recognition. There have been tons of sightings of Nessie over the years. According to the official Loch Ness Monster Sightings Register website, I'll leave a link in the description below, there have been 1,154 sightings to date, and 8 sightings so far in 2023. I'll start off with the very first sighting of Nessie. The earliest report was on August 22nd, 565 AD. That's right, way the fuck back then. Irish missionary St. Columba, who introduced Christianity to Scotland, was staying in the land of the Picts with his companions when he encountered local residents burying a man by the River Ness. They explained that the man was swimming in the river when he was attacked by a water beast that mauled him and dragged him underwater, despite their attempts to rescue him by boat. Columbus sent a follower to swim across the river. Willingly? The beast approached him, but Columba made the sign of the cross and said, "Go no further. Do not touch the man. Go back at once." The creature stopped, as if it had been pulled back with ropes, and fled. Columba's men and the Picts gave thanks for what they perceived as a miracle. Notably, local stone carvings by the Picts reveal a mysterious beast with flippers. The next notable sighting was in October of 1871, when D. Mackenzie spotted an object in the Loch Ness that he first assumed was a log or an overturned boat. However, as he continued to watch this mysterious object, it wriggled and churned up the water before it disappeared into the water with alarming speed that could have only been a living creature. Fear and ridicule, he didn't publicly report it until more folks started seeing Nessie in the 1930s. Ironically, when he did report it, nobody believed him because he waited so long to report it. Skeptics claim he only came out with the story to become famous. Right, which is why he waited 60 years to fucking report it. The best known article that first attracted a great deal of attention to Nessie was published on May 2nd, 1933 in the Inverness Courier about a large beast or whale-like fish. The article by Alex Campbell, water bailiff for Loch Ness and a part-time journalist, discussed the sighting by Aldi McKay of an enormous creature with the body of a whale rolling in the water in the loch while she and her husband John were driving on April 15, 1933. The word monster was reportedly applied for the first time in Campbell's article. An excerpt from the article states, "The creature disported itself, rolling and plunging for fully a minute. Its body resembled that of a whale, and the water cascading and churning like a simmering cauldron. Soon, however, it disappeared in a boiling mass of foam. Both onlookers confessed that there was something uncanny about the whole thing, for they realized that here was no ordinary denizen of the depths, because Apart from its enormous size, the beast, in taking the final plunge, sent out waves that were big enough to have been caused by a passing steamer. To this day, this is one of the more credible sightings. In one of the more interesting sightings, Arthur Grant, a veterinary student, claimed to have nearly run into the Loch Ness Monster on his motorcycle on January 5th, 1934. He was riding his motorcycle at about 1 a.m. on a moonlit night. God damn, that had to have been a cold-ass ride there. Woo! Grant saw the neck of the beast, and when asked to sketch and describe the creature, said it was something like a cross between a seal and a plesiosaur. He was so intrigued with the creature that he got off his bike to follow it into the water, but was not quick enough and only saw the ripples that were left behind. The sketch of the creature that Grant produced was examined by zoologist Maurice Burton, who stated it was consistent with the appearance and behavior of an otter. Yeah, that doesn't look like an otter to me. I'm going to skip the infamous surgeon's photograph of 1934 since that's not really a sighting. It was a verified hoax. It was a 2 to 3 foot submarine purchased at Woolworths with its head and neck made out of wood. One encounter started out as a sighting that was allegedly debunked, then after further analysis years later was confirmed as a legit sighting. It was the Dinsdale film. In 1960, Tim Dinsdale filmed a hump in Loch Ness that left a large wake behind it. Dinsdale was an aeronautical engineer who had taken the footage on the last day of searching for Nessie. He said the object appeared to be reddish in color with a blotch on its side and produced 40 feet of film that could prove the existence of the Loch Ness Monster. However, when the image was enhanced, the hump was allegedly a boat. The film was largely dismissed until 1993, when Discovery Communications decided to make a documentary on the Loch Ness Monster. While enhancing the Dinsdale film to use as part of their production, someone noticed a strange shadow in the negative that couldn't clearly be seen in the film. When the team enhanced and overlaid images to study the shadow, they discovered what appeared to be the back half of a large creature under the water. In December of 1954, the crew of the Rival 3 took sonar readings that found a large object was keeping pace with their boat from a depth of nearly 500 feet. It was detected for 800 meters before contact with the object was lost. Though this was never proven to be the Loch Ness Monster, it could never be explained what was following them. On August 27, 2013, tourist David Elder presented a 5-minute video of a mysterious wave in the loch. According to Elder, the wave was produced by a 15-foot solid black object just under the surface of the water. Elder was taking a picture of a swan at Fort Augustus Pier when he captured the movement. He said that the water was very still at the time, and there were no ripples coming off the wave and no other activity on the water. Skeptics suggested that the wave may have been caused by a wind gust. Yeah, but the wind doesn't produce a 15-foot long object under the water. On April 19, 2014, it was discovered that there was a large creature just below the surface of Loch Ness on Apple Maps. I remember hearing about this one. The image of the creature was discovered at the north end of the loch and suggested that the creature was close to 98 feet in length. Although no tampering was found with the Apple Maps image, there are alternate explanations that skeptics have proposed instead of just accepting the image as proof, of course. They claim the image is caused by the wake of a boat that was lost in image stitching, ripples created by seals, or floating wood that just so happened to look like a 98-foot creature. Man, they're really fucking reaching on that one. And as recently as August 2023, there's this. At 11:26 a.m., Siobhan Janaway, who's local, reported that there was something causing turmoil in the water off Foyer's Point. Then it coalesced into a single object, moving at speed just under the surface, causing at least a 20-meter white wake. She confirmed that there were no boats near the location. Obviously, there's no boats there. Man, that's fucking huge. Let's examine the two main schools of thought when it comes to explanations for the Loch Ness Monster: the skeptical and the scientific. The ongoing debate between scientific investigation and skeptical analysis highlights the challenges of unraveling the truth behind this enduring cryptid mystery. Various theories aim to explain the Loch Ness Monster's origin and nature, drawing from different disciplines and perspectives to clear up its potential ties to the history and ecology of Loch Ness. One prevalent theory suggests the creature might be a surviving population of plesiosaurs, large marine reptiles from the Mesozoic era. Advocates argue that environmental conditions in Loch Ness could support these prehistoric creatures, citing reported sightings and similarities in physical characteristics. Some researchers propose that the Loch Ness Monster could be a migratory animal, periodically entering the lake from nearby waterways or the ocean. This theory suggests that its sightings might align with movements in and out of Loch Ness, with its elusive nature attributed to transient behavior within the lake's ecosystem. Certain interpretations focus on the psychological and cultural dimensions of the Loch Ness Monster phenomenon, highlighting the role of human perception, folklore, and collective imagination in shaping the creature's legend. These theories explore how cultural narratives, historical traditions, and the human tendency to ascribe meaning to the unknown have contributed to the enduring mythos surrounding the Loch Ness Monster. Skeptics often attribute Loch Ness Monster sightings to hoaxes, misidentifications of known animals, or natural phenomena. They argue that the legend may have been perpetrated by sensationalism, folklore, and the human tendency to perceive patterns and anomalies in the environment. Wait, the Loch Ness Monster is just pareidolia? That's pretty fucking weak, dude. Alright, now it's time to piss off the skeptics. Over the years, various skeptical explanations to debunk the Loch Ness Monster's existence were disproven. Some previously popular skeptical perspectives lacked empirical support and were contradicted by further research. Here are some incorrect skeptical explanations for Nessie. Early skeptics proposed that Loch Ness Monster sightings might be due to floating logs or debris on the water's surface. However, this explanation didn't consider the detailed descriptions and persistent accounts by eyewitnesses, which included specific physical features and behaviors not associated with inanimate objects. A log doesn't have eyes, nose, mouth, and flippers. Skeptics suggested that Nessie sightings might be swimming elephants or seals in the lake. However, a recent study showed the absence of DNA evidence of an elephant's or seal's presence in Loch Ness, and the discrepancies between the descriptions of Nessie and these known animals disproved these claims. Naysayers proposed that disturbances on the surface of Loch Ness might be mistaken for a creature's movements, but this explanation ignored the consistent and specific features reported in sightings, which couldn't be explained by natural water movements alone. Meaning, waves don't have ridged heads, big humps, or flippers. Cynics attributed Nessie sightings to misidentifications of known animals like otters or fish, but these explanations couldn't account for the descriptions of Nessie's distinct features and behaviors that differed from known local wildlife. Nessie's much bigger than otters and fish. Some skeptics suggested that photographic and video evidence of the Loch Ness Monster were hoaxes. Some may be, but not all documentation of Nessie can be dismissed as fabrications. Recent investigations have indicated the presence of unidentified creatures in Loch Ness. These flawed, skeptical explanations underscore the complexities of investigating the Loch Ness Monster phenomenon, emphasizing the need for critical analysis to differentiate between unsubstantiated claims and credible evidence in the ongoing quest to unravel the mystery of one of the world's most enduring cryptids. In this video, we traced Nessie's origins and its evolution into a symbol of Scottish heritage. We analyzed encounters with the Loch Ness Monster and explored scientific studies of its ecosystem. We discussed diverse theories about the monster's origins and debunked many skeptical views of its existence. I'm genuinely curious as to what you think about Nessie. Is it a real monster, or is it just overactive imaginations? Leave a comment down below. I'll read them all and respond back. And don't worry, there's no wrong or right answer. Together, let's delve deeper into the depths of this lasting enigma. The enduring legacy of the Loch Ness Monster transcends folklore, leaving an indelible mark on popular culture and the human imagination. Its enigmatic presence continues to inspire awe, curiosity, and wonder across generations, captivating hearts and minds worldwide. In my view, the Loch Ness Monster is genuine, supported by ancient Pictish carvings and potential links to the ocean. It might have originated from a prehistoric creature thawed from the glacier during the last ice age. Or it could be a family of surviving plesiosaurs using hidden underwater tunnels to access Loch Ness. The absence of remains suggests it may primarily dwell in the ocean, visiting the loch periodically. The coelacanth's rediscovery in 1938, after being thought to be extinct for 66 million years, underscores the plausibility of such survival. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the abundance of credible sightings shouldn't be dismissed. The proof may not have surfaced yet, but it's going to emerge in due time. Before we part ways, I want to give you a monster thank you for watching this far into my video. You don't know how flattering it is to know that some of you actually make it this far. You absolutely have my gratitude. I also want to thank you for joining me on this captivating journey into the heart of the Loch Ness Monster's enigmatic legacy. Your unwavering curiosity and engagement have made this exploration all the more enriching and meaningful. I hope that this shared experience has deepened your understanding of the profound mysteries that continue to intrigue us all, and that it inspired you to embrace the weird shit that resides in our world. The Loch Ness Monster reminds us to cherish the mysteries that ignite our imagination and to approach the unknown with a sense of reverence and curiosity. Until next time, stay creepy!